What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about how to find your niche that practically works for you. First of all, this video is not just for content creators or photographers. It's for everyone who is struggling to find what they are really good at. So stick till the end and I hope I'll give you some insightful tips. As human beings, we tend to have interest in multiple things. Passion cannot be just one. We can be passionate about many things: photography, writing, art, food, travel, architecture, filmmaking. It can be one thing or can be multiple things for you. What is niche? Niche is something narrowed down to a specific from a wide category. It can be anything. Take photography as example. Photography has many genres like portrait photography, food photography, wedding photography, product photography, wildlife photography, and it has subgenres in it like corporate headshots, conceptual, fashion, fine art, etc. in portrait photography. Getting to the bottom of the main category to a specific sub or sub category is niche. It can be anything in life for that matter. Why choosing a niche is important. Having an expertise in specific area makes you an expert. And when it comes to market and business, people look for experts, not for someone who does everything, right? As I took photography for example, let's continue with it. Let's say you are a photographer. You do all genres in it. You do weddings, you do product photography, you do food photography. Your portfolio is filled with all kinds of photography. That's amazing and you are good at it too. But it's not the same from the client's perspective because when they are looking for a photographer, they have only one specific need of photography and they look for someone who specializes in it. Because each genre has its own style of work, composition, gear, requirements, blah blah blah. It's difficult to become an expert in everything. Even if you want to, it will just take a lot of time. And the worst part is no one looks for you. They look for an expert. So becoming an expert is important in market or business area if you want to stand out or to be successful. How to find out your niche. So how to find out what you are really good at and you truly enjoy doing it. It's simple like everybody says. Write down the things you like to do and keep excluding one by one until you have one left. That's your niche. No, I tried. It just won't work out practically. It definitely helps a bit, but it's just not practical. Because all you did is you thought you are good at this thing because it's all left at the end, but you didn't tested it practically, right? It's a big decision and it shouldn't be that easy. How did I find my niche? So here is my principle of finding your niche. I'm not saying it's the only way or it's the correct way, but I'm saying it's the only best practical way that worked out for me. I did jotted down the things I like to do in photography and I just didn't finalize one. But I wanted to do product photography, food photography, portrait photography, recipe videos, wildlife photography, and I'm pretty good at all those things. It was confusing. I didn't know which one to pick. So I came up with a strategy and put all of them to a practical test. Here is my secret recipe for finding a niche. I'm just revealing it. Ha ha ha. Before that, hit subscribe and like to make the YouTube algorithm work. I created Instagram accounts for each niche I picked and I dedicated equal amount of time and effort for each. Like literally from creating logos, making it look like a brand, customizing everything so that my brain knows that I'm serious about it. Then I started creating content. And in that process, I realized what works practically for me by applying filters like how much time it needed for me to do this or that, what gear I needed, do I have to travel to get the job done, how many people are interested in this, can I turn this into a business. After considering all these factors, I eliminated each niche. Take recipe videos for example. I'm good at cooking, but turning it into a business, it just didn't seem to be practically work out for me because I have to depend only on YouTube AdSense. That can be a side up part-time thing, but it also takes a lot of time and effort, which just doesn't worth my time. Take wildlife photography for example. I'm good at it, but it doesn't mean that it's going to work out for me because it requires a lot of travel away from home, unusual timings. I have a full-time job and it just didn't seem to work out for me, but it can be work for you. So that way, I finally decided two genres, product and portrait photography. Product photography gives me full control over composition, lighting, set, props, equipment. That's amazing for an introvert like me. And portrait photography, I'm good at conceptual, it has many business opportunities, and it gives me reliefs from my full time job and it can be also interlinked with product photography, like for example, fashion and jewelry. I have a huge advantage of being a full-time graphic designer for more than 7 years professionally and maybe 13 years because I'm using Photoshop since I was a kid. So I'm good at editing, color grading, manipulation too. Now I have two separate portfolios. Never mix your multiple needs unless they blend well together. It's very, very important to keep your portfolio separate when you are doing more than one niche. First thing, they just don't look good mixed up. And the second most important, whoever is looking to hire you for professional work, they are looking for one expertise. So always keep your portfolios separate. I hope this video will help you make the right decision in your journey. Hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel grow and motivates me to create more content for you. Thanks for watching. See you in another video. Till then.